Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for sticking around for another video. Today we got round 3 going up from our tournament over at Once Upon a Memory Treasure over in Palmer, Massachusetts. If you're in the area, definitely make sure to go check them out. Got lots of good stuff over there. They host leagues all the time. But yeah, so this is round 3. We're gonna get right into it. This one's gonna be a little bit of a quicker video. We got 2 aggro matchups here, so you know how that's gonna go. We're just gonna be turning sideways and going crazy. So we're playing against AA, Amethyst Amber Aggro. My opponent did win the die roll, so she will be going first, I think. Yes, my opponent did end up winning the dice roll, so she will be inking and playing a daisy. Great start. Great start. I will follow up with a lady. Pass back. So we're not worried about daisy in this matchup because we know we're just going to be getting a bunch of cards from the daisy. And if we have tramps, we can take it out pretty quickly. She's going to play a Lilo and another daisy. I'm going to flip a tramp. Add it to my hand, and she's going to pass the turn over to me. Draw for turn. Ready? We're going to ink an Ursula because we are pretty sure they don't play any songs. I think they may play some actions, but no songs. So we're going to play a lady and a tramp. And give this +2 added to the 1, so she has 3 damage now, 3 strength. And I'll put 3 damage onto the daisy. So we're just going to load up on the daisy. We know they don't have any Rapunzels right now because we're going to turn 3, so we're not worried about leaving the damage on there. And we probably have a go-go in hand, to be honest. She's going to play a gain lore when there's an exerted character. And I'm going to quest for 6. Put her up to 9. We're going to grab a lady from the first daisy and a daisy from the second daisy. And we're going to draw for turn. Now we have tons of cards here. But our opponent here is representing 6, 8, 9 lore on board, already at 9, going up to 18 next turn, which means if they have a gather knowledge in hand, she just wins. She just wins. Which is very likely for this deck, to be honest. So we got to do some stuff here. We got to start taking out some characters. We're gonna ink a Donald, and we're gonna play a Prince Eric, Prince Charming. Whatever the prince is. I gotta look up this prince name. I gotta remind myself. So our tramp is going to take out the daisy. And then our undamaged lady will most likely take out this Lilo here, so that we'll still have a healthy lady, and the other one will probably just quest for 1. Yeah, so we're gonna take out this other lady and quest for 1. Quest for 2 because there's a tramp. Oh my goodness, how could I forget? How could I forget? Very nice. So our opponent's going to draw here. And play a blue. Oh my goodness, even worse. They're going to go for 5. Now we'll get a good hit off the top. And we're going to draw for turn. So now we got to get rid of this blue. It should be pretty easy with our prince over here. And then we got to figure out how to get rid of the other people. We are backs up against the wall right now. We're going to ink a Rapunzel. I'm going to make sure to ready all of our characters. So we got some decisions to make here. We got 4 ink. We're going to play a Daisy. We're gonna play 2 ladies and a Nala. So we're just gonna go crazy wide, and then we're going to play a tramp for free and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards and discard 8. Holy guacamole, Batman. That's a lot of cards. That is a lot of card draw. Alright, so we're going to look at the top 8 cards, and we're going to put back, or we're going to discard 8. And then, honestly, we're kind of looking for Chernabogs here. We're looking for Crickies here. There's a lot of stuff that we are looking for that we could get. I think we have 2 cards in, so we're going to keep two cards of all the ones that are in our hand right now. The Go-Go would be nice for some instant lore on the Daisy, since the Daisy has enough willpower to allow us to get 3 lore off of a Go-Go. But I think we're going to be looking for a Chernabog most likely. Yeah, so we're going to discard a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to discard a Chernabog, yeah, because I'm pretty sure we had another one in hand. So now we have to start taking out some characters, because if not, we just lose the game. So we're going to try and put up a fight here. Our opponent over there has 1 card in hand. We're hoping it's not a gain 2 lore card, because if it is, I don't think no matter what we do we win. So we're going to take that out. We're going to take out as much other stuff as we can. Tramp's going to take out the Maleficent. She's questing for 3. These 2 are going to take out the little guy, I think. We'll see. So we're counting up how much lore we're going to get if we quest out here. Because we can quest for 4, putting us up to 6. And then we're going to be questing for a bunch next turn. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. So if we quest here, we can win next turn. Because either way, if we take out this exerted character that's not the Daisy, and they have a gain 2 lore in their hand, they win regardless. So I might as well just swing for the fences, right? Wrong. We're going to take it out, maximize our chances. I was going to quest for 2 and gain 2 lore. And that's game. She had it in her hand the entire time, she told me. I'm just sitting there, thinking. She already knows she's got game on board. She's a savage. Good game, April. Alright, game 2. Now we know we gotta go super fast, because her deck goes just as fast, if not faster at times. Because we don't play any of those actions that gain us lore. We just have characters that can boost our lore and give other lore. So we're just finishing up our mulligan here. And get right into game 2. This match was the match that I was not looking forward to in this tournament. Me and April played each other at League literally 3 days ago, playing these same decks. And she was like, I hope I don't play you at set champs. And I was like, I hope I don't play you at set champs. And of course, just like how all things go, Murphy's Law, what can go wrong will go wrong. We ended up getting paired into each other. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? So, neither of us were super happy about it, but you know, that's the name of the game, and sometimes you just gotta play it out. So, especially going into round 3, we were both 1-1 at this point. So we're both going to put daisies down on turn 1. I'm going to quest with my daisy, and she's going to reveal whatever that card is. I don't know the name, but it gains a lore whenever you play it and you have an exotic character in play. Your opponent does. Ooh, the Bog. The Bog is a good card to see. Bog's a good card to see off the daisy flip. So we're going to be giving our opponent a bunch of cards here. We got 2 daisies on board and a cursed merfolk. See, cursed merfolk's nice in an aggro matchup like this because yes, they can take it out pretty quickly, but in an aggro matchup, you're typically not having a lot of cards in your hand anyways, so if you're challenging my merfolk that's going to discard a card from your hand, it's a win for me. I'll take that 2 lore and the card advantage. We're going to play a lady for 1. We're going to play a tramp for another 1. We're going to boost daisy for strength, and we're going to take out the opposing daisy. See, that's where the tramp can come into play like crazy with in these matchups. Because even though they don't have high willpower technically, a lot of them, some of their aggro questers do, and it's really nice to be able to buff the strength of some of my smaller characters and be able to take those out. So now we are in the leading position here. She's gonna ink a Bog to play a Lilo and 2 to gain a lore, and then she's gonna quest for 4. It's a 7. 6 to 7. She's got 4 cards on board. I got 5. Looking good here. Looking good. So now we're gonna ink a kit. We're gonna just start taking stuff out with daisies. We don't want to give her any more cards in our hand, so we're just gonna use our daisies as attackers until we can just freely quest. And then we're gonna quest for 5 with these guys up to 11. And we're gonna pass our turn. We're not gonna play anything. We don't got anything to play. Probably waiting for Rapunzel or something to come down, but we're honestly content with our board stay here. We know we have a Chernabog in hand and another card. Probably both higher than 3 cost. She's going to gain another lore. She's going to gain 2 lore actually, and then quest for 3. Up to 12. Keeping up. Keeping up. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 on board actually. So I think that's game right there. Yeah, so she needed to take out something. Then here comes the tournament organizer giving us our promo cards. Participation promo cards. Woohoo! I think it's cool that they started giving out these promo cards that are just different art but not foil for all the competitors. I think that's really cool. But what I don't like is they took away the 2nd place playmats. Now, if you go to a store that doesn't do extra prize support, 2nd place through 8th place is all the same pricing. So there's like, why am I going and playing a top 4 cut if I'm literally going to get the same exact prize, and if I don't come in first as the person that came in 8th place and just got to go home and get their card? Like, either Ravensburger needs to make, or like they need to make the pricing the same across the board. They need to tell their stores what they should offer for prize support and not leave it up to them, and they just need to make it actually organized so that, you know, people that are placing better are getting better rewards, but there's still enough for everybody. You know, I think only having 1 playmat is just, it's kind of yucky. But and some people, and I feel like with the resale value in that too, it doesn't help that much, because now you're not going to be getting a lot of people going out there buying championship playmats if they didn't actually win it. It just feels weird playing with it. But you would definitely go out and buy a playmat, a runner-up one that doesn't have champion on it, just because the art is freaking sick. But now you can't do that, so thanks Ravensburger for taking that away. I appreciate it. That just means you gotta win more now, I guess. So we're gonna play 2 1-drops, and we're gonna take out the Lilo. See, the problem with these AA decks is that they're just so fragile. That's what makes Daisy and Lady very good, is because they have more than 1 strength, so you need to swing something that actually has, you know, strength into it, or else they're just going to stick around on the board and quest for a bunch. So we're going to draw going into turn 3 here. We're going to ink an Ursula. Again, we know they don't have any songs, so it's free ink in this matchup. And then we're going to play a Gazelle and give my Merfolk evasive, just to make sure they don't take it out. And we're going to play another Merfolk. We're going to take out the Maleficents with both of these, and we are going to quest for 2 with our newly evasive Cursed Merfolk, and pass turn. So now our opponent only has 1 card on board. She's in a very tough situation here. Yeah, she's ahead in lore. She could probably take out some of my characters, but I mean, it's tough with this many on board, and her deck is really meant to just place cards on the board and turn them sideways. So when you turn them sideways and they're not there anymore, it's kind of tough. So we did get pretty lucky with a good opening. We're going to be questing for 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 on board. We're going to ink. We're going to play a bodyguard, quest for 9, and play another Merfolk. That's our whole hand. So we're going to quest for 9, going up to 11. And we're going to give our opponent a white rose in hand. So now we just quested for 9, and we placed 3 more lore on board. So one of them was an extra lore, so we'll be questing for 12. We got 12 on board is what we're representing, with a bodyguard on board. So our opponent needs to bounce. She needs like a fox or something and take out some of my merfolks, but I don't think that the cards fell in her favor this game. Unfortunately, she just got a little bit unlucky. Not enough removal for the merfolks. I felt really bad taking this win, but again, we already played, and so we already saw how this matchup played out, so both of us already kind of knew going into it what was going to happen, but still, it doesn't make it any easier beating a friend. Anyways, great match, April, if you're watching this. Definitely tune in for Game 4, or Game 4, yeah. Game 4 is coming up next in the series, and funny thing about it is, we actually get paired into April's husband next game, so tune in, see if he can avenge his wife and beat the Dogs and Bogs in the set championship. Alright guys, thank you very much. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.